Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Brandon Johnson from Used Boats TV. Today I'm about to take you for a ride on 2007 Rinker 246 Bow Rider. Showing this boat sight unseen. You're watching this on my YouTube channel, just Used Boats TV. Do me a favor, while you're checking this out, be sure to subscribe to my channel by clicking below or waiting for the end and catching my face. Let's go for a ride. First thing we do before we put the boat in the water is we put our plug in it. Back here underneath the outdrive, if I can find the plug back here somewhere. So this little dilly bob screws in just below the outdrive in a hole. Okay, hand tight's good enough for a day on the water. If you're going to leave the boat in the water, consider giving it a few twists with a wrench. Okay, when you get the boat out of the water, be sure to take it out. Let's back her in. Okay, now that you have your plug in the boat, you put it in the water, first thing you do is you come back here underneath the engine hatch. So this just lifts up. Come over here, Matt. So you have dual batteries with a switch located on the port side aft corner. Turn the battery switch to all. The alternator is going to charge all the batteries while you're boating. If you're going to stop, cove out, listen to the radio, switch it to 1 or 2. That way everything's isolated to one battery. Okay, when you're done for the day, shut it off. Once your batteries are on, you can come up here to the helm. Now, there's 3 reasons why a boat won't start. Number 1, click, 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 dead battery. Number 2, if you turn the key and nothing happens whatsoever, boat's in gear. Will not start if it's in gear. The number 1 reason why people call me after the sale and their boats won't start, kill switch. It shuts everything off. Okay? But as long as those 3 things aren't happening, you just turn the key and it fires right up. It's direct injected, multi-port injected. Amazingness, okay? Shifting's easy. You just lift up on the trigger, engage it into gear. There's a definitive stop. Back to neutral. Okay? Reverse, shift, definitive stop. There's a definitive catch, which makes it easy to dock at idle. Your throttle range is beyond that. You only have to lift up the clicker to engage it into gear. Come right over here. Let's go on buttons and switches. So we've already checked out all the lights. Navigation lights, that's driving at nighttime. That's a red and green. It's built in up front. In the middle's off all the way down. Anchor light. That's when you're stopped at night. It's over there. Cockpit lights are inside. They're LEDs. Very hard to see in the sunshine right down there by your shoe. There's one at the walkthrough. Some behind one of the chairs in the corner. Okay, bilge pump, this is automatic. You'll never use it, but the National Marine Manufacturer Association says every boat has to have a button for it. Horns right here, accessory, God knows, docking lights are the headlights up front. Okay, blower, notice I didn't use it. I mean, you should anytime you're at idle speed, but since the boat's fuel injected, we don't see smoke. Stereo's right here. So you got to turn it on first. Then the remote turns it up and down. Taking a look at our gauges. Accelerate a little bit. Right here we got a 4-in-1 cage. That declutters the dash. We got fuel, bolt, oil pressure, engine tip. Tilt and trim, that's your out drive. Going up. Now, going down. In the description, I'll add a video that explains how to operate tilt and trim. I'd suggest you look at that. I'll also add a video right after that, right up here in the corner, that explains how to dock your boat. Maybe just like some tips and tricks. Speedo's here. Won't read until we go faster. Your depth gauge is right here, and your tachometer is right here. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is take the camera from Matt and go ahead and run it. The purpose of this part of it is to run it all the way trimmed down, wide open throttle, trim up, so you can see how the speed makes a significant difference. I run it hard not to act cool. I run it hard so that you can see in the gauges and kind of get a feel of the boat that it doesn't hit, miss, spit, or sputter at max speed. All right, let me see that, buddy. All right, here we are on a beautiful day at the Lake of the Ozarks looking at our gauges. So we're a little past idle forward. So this boat's got the duo prop out drive, so it just sets the boat right on plane. So let's just accelerate a little bit. And so right there you can see we're already on plane. Now it is a rough day out here on a busy lake. So just giving it a little bit of throttle, a good cruise speeds right in the mid 30s. Okay. You can tell the boat's powered well because right now we're running around 40 at around 4,000 RPM. So if your throttle range is similar to your speed, similar numbers, you know you're doing good. So what I'm going to try to do now is get in this cove back here so I can open it up, get out of this rough chop on the main channel. So turning, look at that rooster tail. Run strong. It's not hitting, missing, spitting, sputtering, popping, hissing, or kissing. Okay? So we'll get her straightened out here. Let's go ahead and hammer down some more. So what I'm going to do now that we're running full speed trim down is I will begin to trim up. So there's 2 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Running almost 50 mile an hour. Right there is a hair over 50 mile an hour. We're about out of cove. Am I going to crash? No, I'm going to slow down. Okay, so people always ask me, should you slow down a lot to turn? I mean, you can. Or you can just whip this bad boy right back around. Turns and responds extremely well, especially to avoid pontoon boats that are in our way. So you can turn it around nice. So boat runs very, very strong. Now I'm going to show you a few little things with water sports. So typically your water sports range for speed is, 15 to 25 mile an hour. Now on a single prop boat, you'd accelerate hard to push the nose over. But with a dual, get the tension out of the line and then just kind of slowly get into it. You can pop a skier right up. You don't have to push the nose over near as hard. So I just gave it probably, about 2 inches of push, and then boom, we're already at 25 miles an hour. So that's really all it takes. It just pops someone right up because of the torque and thrust. Okay? So for tubing, 25 is too fast, unless you got crazy teenagers you want to throw off. Skiing's about 25 mile an hour. Wakeboarding's about 25 mile an hour. There you go. So now let's put it back on the trailer. Okay? So putting it in the water, your boat in the water, is very easy. You just back it in until you see your transom, which is the rear end of the boat, float. Putting it on the trailers where people struggle. I truly believe that's simply because people put the trailers too deep in the water. Your trailer's underneath the water. Your boat is sitting on top of the water, much like a pillow on a bed. I hope that makes sense. So he's a little deeper than I'd like. Typically, I like to see the front bunks, the very front boards, just barely out of the water. This trailer is made specifically and only for this boat. So if you can see those, it'll just guide itself up. It won't allow it to get crossways or crooked, especially with the dual prop drive because it tracks straight. Now, nothing's herky-jerky on a boat. So we're not going to go whom, whom, and accelerate. We're just going to do it smooth, okay? 5.5 feet of water. Trims down. So once you get on the trailer, you want to trim up a little bit or you'll drag the out drive. It's always good to have a family member, friend, colleague, or relative kind of show you how to ease into it. So see how I just eased forward? I didn't push it and then pull it back real fast. So once you see that thumbs up, you're good. So you want the bow eye, which is a half circle bolted into the front of the boat, flush up against the roller. If you have a gap there, the boat will buck up and down like a Bronco going down the highway, and that's not good on the boat, nor is it good on your tow vehicle or trailer. So remember, trim it up once you get it on the trailer, take it out of the water, and pull your plug out. Now, very important to remember, I've had many customers call me first time they put the boat on the trailer and they turn the boat off naturally. It's got to be in the water to run. Then they call and say my tilt and trim's not working. When you shut the key off, your gauges shut off. Okay? As long as the battery switch is on, your tilt and trim will still run. So you can turn that tilt and trim button up, push it up, and you'll hear it scream at you. Coming up into the bow, let's look at the conditions. So, vinyl's in great shape. There's a vinyl repair right here that just has like a slight kind of, scuff on it. We had that fixed, and unfortunately it didn't hold up well. So coming up into the bow, got an anchor locker. The center cushion has anchor storage in the bow below it. Okay, we're on the deck in the bow. The deck is the bow floor. So vinyl's perfect on that side. It's got the wind block door. Now, you'll see a lot of people take off up and down the lake with their windshields open. I don't recommend it. See how that fits nicely? That's why we shut it before we take off. That window will begin to bow. So you got shelf storage in here. This is your head ski mirror, so you can see how cute you are. Hey, guys. Down in here, we got our aft filler, butt seat, table, snap-on bow, and cockpit covers, and toilet. Place to plug your phone into the radio here. Port side captain chair has the flip-up bolster, so you can sit up high. So does the starboard side. You've looked at the helm so much, you're probably sick of it. So this has an upgraded stereo with the JL Audio sub. All the storage compartments have tubs beneath them. This is where your trash can is. That lifts out so you can get to the bag. Okay. All the vinyl on the sun pad's great. Usually you got stretched seams or split a little bit, but this is in beautiful shape. Okay, there's where your water tank is. The bilge is super duper clean, 5.7 GI, battery switch. Remember, when we're done for the day, we take the plug out and shut the boat off. Okay, only thing that's hardwired is your stereo memory. So be sure to pull that up before you shut it. You can still open it, but it's a lot harder, more difficult. There's ski storage in the center floor right here. Carpet snaps out. There's also a full mooring cover down there. Covers up the entire boat. Back to my pillow things, just like that, just like a pillowcase. Ski storage at the walkthrough. You can put some junk in your trunk. You got transom shower, cup holders. There's the trunk. Got LED lights in there. Big swim platform. Hopping down. Dual prop out drive. Skag's in great shape. Propellers are beautiful. They're stainless steel. You could floss your teeth in those. So coming around the port side aft rub rail, walking forward. Gel coat's beautiful here. Trailer's nice. It's nice and shiny. Rub rail's nice. It's not all being banged up. Right up here, you got stainless steel docking light housings. Hull is in great shape. There's no nicks, scrapes, scuffs on the lifting strakes, keel, or sides. So, coming around here, there's your Neoprene Bow Roller. Now, when you put it on off the trailer, you get some like yellow marks there, and it's okay, it wipes off. Looking at the starboard side hole, it's great too. Only thing on the outside really over here is, there's a scratch repair. They filled it with clear and buffed it out, polished it out. So, you can kind of see it when you're up close like this, but the problem is if you were to fill that with black gel coat, then as the boat fades, that'll be a lot brighter because you use new gel coat there. So you'll have a great big spot where it was fixed versus what you can't see now at all. Okay? So boat's in beautiful shape, runs very strong. Sure hope you're happy with it. Don't hesitate to ask me any questions that you might have. Be sure to like or subscribe to my channel, and I will see you on the water. I appreciate the opportunity.